Hey guys, the Langbanger here. Banlist prediction video number, I'm not even sure. Anyways, this is starting off my semi-limited section. I'm starting with Genus Striker, TG Striker. Now, prior to this current format, they really threw down the hammer on a whole bunch of decks. They totally crushed Agents, they totally crushed Genus, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why would you really do that? Now, I'm sure more than likely it was because it was really rampant in some way in the OCG, because I know it wasn't a problem over here. The way I look at a card like Genus Striker, I think to myself, okay, well, we have each of the gadgets, red, yellow, and green, at 3 per, but this card is at 1. Yes, it is a tuner, but you know what? This card can come back to 2 now. I don't want to put it to 3, maybe give it too much power. I'm not really sure, because you do still see Genus like stun decks here and there, but I just feel like this card replaces itself pretty much. It gets killed, you grab something from your deck. Fine. I mean, the gadgets do that, and they don't even have to wait for something like that. So I like that comparison there. I feel like a deck like Genus, it did have some potential, but you know, it just really got crushed because TG Striker is, you know, the heart and soul of the archetype pretty much. Now, as I said, they do tend to overhit decks, and I really don't like that. My goal with my ban list predictions, my videos, stuff like that, I want to have stuff be playable, but I don't want stuff to get totally killed off. And what they did, Genus, unplayable now. I'm sorry if, you know, that hurts your feelings, but, you know, let's be honest with ourselves now. The deck is a fun deck, but does fun decks win you locals? Does it get you prizes? Sometimes yes, but more than likely, you know, most of the time, it's going to be a no. I feel like Genus Striker is good at 2. We'll give it a little trial run. If it does nothing at 2, maybe, remember I said maybe, it could go back to 3, 2 formats from now. So I'm really interested to see what you guys think of this card. Please leave comments down below, and please like the video if you agree with me. That tells me, you know, my information is right. I'm kind of thinking on the same wavelength as, you know, my viewers and stuff like that. So it actually really helps me. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Peace. Hey guys, the Langbanger here. Time for another ban list prediction video. I wanted to go over Tour Guide from the Underworld. I feel like this card should go to 2 this coming format, September 2012, for those of you who are watching this video months, weeks, maybe years after me making it. Now, Tour Guide from the Underworld. The second the card came out, you could see that it was going to have potential somewhere down the road. Now, right off the get-go, it wasn't popular. I think it maybe took a month, maybe 2 months for people to really start to catch on, because, to be honest, people use this card to go to sing-in. And a little history lesson, there actually weren't Exceeds out when Tour Guide first came out. So that tells you how powerful sing-in was back then. Oh, and by the way, I did ban sing-in on my list, so, you know, just keep that, you know, thought in your mind, in case, you know, you want to leave a comment and, you know, rebel against me or thank me or whatever. I mean, this is only a prediction video anyways, but anyways, the card was seeing play even without the Exceed mechanic. The Exceed mechanic came out, it absolutely became a must use. Summon the card, grab a level 3 Fiend, which is really easy because you can just grab a copy of itself. You could even grab Tour Bus, which people would have to use because I did ban sing-in, like I said, or maybe people would use Dark Mimic level 3. I think those are the only, like, guys, just for, like, generic guys. I'm not talking a card like Brow, which is a level 3 Fiend Dark, but, you know, that's just for Dark Worlds. But I feel like 2 is a good number. You still have 2 copies of Tour Guide, and then you can use up to 3 copies of Tour Bus if you really want to, or Dark Mimic. I'm sure there might even be a few other ones, but one card exceeds, it's just insane. Even one card synchros are insane. I mean, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, let's compare this card to Summoner Monk. Okay, Summoner Monk can grab a level 4, go into a rank 4 if it wants to, or grab, a level 4 tuner or whatever and go into a synchro. That's actually way healthier because there's actually a cost to go into your exceed or synchro. But with a card like Torghud, you just summon it. If you have something in your deck, cool. Just free stuff on the board for days. And that's just really unneeded. I feel like 2's a good number because Torbus really isn't all that powerful. I mean, Torbus can put Torghuds back in, but it's like, it's just going to happen less frequently. This is one of my, watch kind of things. I'll start it off at 2, and if it still seems to be a problem next format, then you can guarantee I'll put this card to 1. So let me know what you guys think of this card, and have a good day. Peace. Hey guys, the Langbanger here. Banlist prediction video number, I don't know. I wanted to go over Rescue Rabbit. On my list, I'm putting Rescue Rabbit to 2. A lot of people may be complaining right now. A lot of people may think that, I might be on the right track here. Now, Rescue Rabbit is really powerful, but if you look at the card is only as powerful as what you can go into. On my list, I put Logia to 1. And Logia is really the big problem if you think about it, because it's like, okay, Rabbit's at 2 now. That's fine, because now what are you really going to go into that's going to be a huge threat? The hugest threat is going to be Dolka. I mean, you have Utopia. You also have Shockmaster. That's not, right off of a rabbit. You're going to need a rabbit on like Reborn or Call. But I mean, it's way more balanced just because of what I did to the Exceed monsters. But at the same time, I felt like, if I kept Rabbit at 3 just touching the Logia, I feel like, there still could be some derpness. And, I'm not really sure. I haven't tested this list or anything, but, just my motto, if something's extremely broken, hit it in some way. Now, yes, I could have put this card at 1. Yes, I could have put the card to 0. Maybe even yes, I could have kept it to 3, though that one isn't likely. But the fact that you have to use normal monsters, that's why I think this card is never going to get banned. Maybe somewhere down the road it might get touched to 1. I don't know, but like I said, the fact that you have to use the normal monsters, and what was cool before, well, maybe cool to some people and just annoying to others, if you drew the normal monsters, you could still go into your power exceeds, Logia and Dolka. But as I said, I mean, they're going to go into Dolka, and it's like, okay, that's fine. I mean, they can negate effects, but now I have access to my spell and traps. That's not the biggest problem in the world anymore. And also, with Rescue Rabbit, I'm not just looking at Evil Swords / Evil Towels, however you want to pronounce that deck, or whatever title you want to give it. I'm seeing it as a card that can be used in multiple decks. I've seen it in Verse decks, I've seen it in Elemental Heroes, and I just felt that was wrong to do that and kill a whole bunch of decks. I mean, let's be honest, all those other decks that I named, they're not the best in the world. They're not tier 1, but it's like, you want to try and have as many decks playable, and, that's what I'm aiming for with my list. So, let me know what you guys think of my hit, and, yeah, just stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, guys. Peace.